Boom! Welcome back to another Game is Full of Bugs. What is this depressing music? Jesus. They thought I wouldn't do it today. They thought, he fell off, right? And then what am I gonna do to fall asleep tonight? Well, don't you worry, buddies. I got you. I had some stuff to do this morning, or this morning, evening, after pre-noon, whatever. So I'm here now, and I've done some work through the weekend. And when I say I did some work, I didn't do much. Essentially, the game is still where it was. I just found out that there are some glaring issues when it comes to optimizing fire in this hell of a game. And I'm gonna touch on it a little bit today. As you can see here, like we're pretty good, pretty well above whatever I want to be above. Well, this is a glaring issue as well. But like we're easily, 200, how do you say, FPS, if you ignore this obvious issue of setting the player on fire. This has been optimized a bit. The problem comes when, wait, let me see. Can I add some more shrubbery in my levels? Level logic, and I need my biome 1. No, base level gen logic. That's right. And now this shrubberoony is, I just wanted to place more shrubbies. Is it place chance is 1? But yeah, I need to change. Let me save this just so I see. We're gonna do the Perlin noise threshold. We're just gonna put it at 0. So I think this should like place it all over the place. Yeah, there we go. So now we can properly test how well El Fire works. So let's do this. And yeah, you can see there's like a huge lag spike at the beginning when it's placing a lot of fires. But now, as they're spawned, it's kind of fine, right? It's not that bad. Like the initial setting everything on fire is a little not the best, but then it's okay. And the problem is that I'm spawning a shit ton of fires because of the way I designed this system. So let me go back here. I'm gonna show you what I mean, and I'm gonna just confirm if that is what is happening. So pooler, and we have the fire on floor. So yeah, I've already pre-spawned a bunch of them, but the problem is I'm spawning like a crap ton of them, and I'm gonna see if I can. See what happens here. So like, what if I just say fire on floor, right? Yeah, it definitely increased this tab quite a bit at the beginning, right? But this is fun, no? It's just, yeah, it's definitely spiking towards the not good FPS, right? Now, obviously, this is gonna work way better when outside of the editor, but still, it ain't where you want it to be. So one thing that I want to do is go to my fire manager. And we already do this stupid thing, and I wanna change how the fire works. Basically, how it works now is that I spawn a small ember, and then if I spawn 2 more small embers in the close vicinity, it spawns a bigger ember. And then if 3 bigger embers are spawned close enough, they create a really big fire, right? And those are the 3 stages, and then they kind of dissipate over time. And the problem is, when I spawn fire, I just spawn small embers. So this happens a lot, right? And what I want to do is basically eliminate how many fires are getting spawned and just kind of change them, just increase their size, right? If something spawns close to them, just increase its size, right? Don't spawn another fire, just increase the size of that one. That's what I want to do. So how I'm gonna go about that is basically be able to not set fire. Okay, I guess the faction is gonna be a thing, but what I want to do is essentially the opposite of what I do here, right? So according to the duration, duration? Yeah, duration is just like for that level of fire, and then it just kind of slowly dissipates when the duration is over. If it's like not the smallest fire, it becomes smaller and the duration is kind of reset, and then so on and so on, which works great. It's just not good for optimization, right? So here I do set new random rudation, where, wait, is set fire? Yeah, and I call set fire here. So that's what I want to change a little bit. Okay, I'll also set the fire size here. Okay, one thing that I want to check is I do change their durations here, I think. Yeah, modify duration, which, okay, just changes with a float. So what I want to do is we're going to create a new public void add duration, and then also how much, of course. So float added time. And then I think what I want to do is just increase the duration by added time. Now, when this happens, I want to check if the duration is big enough, right? Basically, the amount of duration is going to change the fire size. So I do this here, which is fine. I just don't want to do this. I want to remove that part. And then what I want to do is also kind of cap the max duration. So, right, duration equals mathf.clamp, I guess. We're going to clamp the duration between 0 and, let's say, 10 seconds, right? That's going to be like the maximum amount. And then what I want to do here, or maybe let's do 12. We'll see. Then we're going to do if duration is more than, let's say, like at which point is a big fire. Right, maybe let's say if it's bigger than 9. Like for the upper 3 seconds, then 4 seconds, then 5 seconds. I think that's fine. Yeah, if it's more than 9, let's say more or equal, and size, and size is, hello, oh right, fire size is less than 3, then we're gonna change the fire size. So we're gonna set fire and we're gonna change it to 3, and that's it, right? And we're gonna do else and essentially copy this whole thing. If duration is more than 5 and the fire size is less than 2, we're gonna change it to 2, and then basically just else it's gonna equal to 1. Actually no, else if we're gonna do just fire size is no, just make it 1, right? We're gonna do change duration here. And then we're gonna do if fire size isn't 1, right? So you can also lower the duration as well. Now when we set the fire, this is all good. This does need to happen. Now I don't want this part. Or do I? Well, maybe I do. Let's leave it for now. Set random duration. I'm just gonna comment this out for later, perhaps. And then we don't want to do this, right? We just want to say you can go bye-bye. When we create fire, yeah, we're gonna set duration equals a random dot range between 3 and 5, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, I think that makes sense. So this is always a small fire, right? And then let's do if it's more than 5, so it's never gonna be like this in the beginning. There we go. So that's fine. Duration, okay, so then time, yeah, this is not gonna be, this is gonna be different. If fire on unit, remove it from list. Yeah, sure. Let me put a pin in this and just go here. If fire size is more than 1, good. We're gonna set the fire to a smaller one, but this has to happen elsewhere, right? Basically, I guess what we can do is if duration is more than 9, just return, right? We don't need to do anything. And then when it's less than 9, we're gonna check if fire size equals 3. And if that's the case, we're gonna lower it to 2. And then if it's not fire on unit, I don't think this is ever gonna be the case, but let's just leave it in just in case. We can just do this and then this. Right. And then we don't need to check these things here. Yeah, we need to lower the amount of fire, right? And then we do, after this, if the fire is more than 5, we return. right? And then do basically this again. If fire size equals 2, we're gonna set it to 1. And then one last time, if it's more than 0, and then if fire size equals 1, in this case, we release it. Wait, what is this? What does this even do? Remove from list? Wait, if duration is, if this is not on a unit, why would I remove it immediately? That makes no sense. But yeah, we're gonna do if it's on unit, and then we remove it, right? We don't need to check this again, we just need to check this. Okay, and then for the rest we do this. So just for fire on floor from this point on, right? And then, so what do we do here? Well, I definitely need to release this behemoth as well, right? So let's do that. And then as it comes to you, we're gonna do just this, right? Like I want to remove it from list. Does this need to happen? I don't think so. So here we just remove it from the list, remove the fire from the burnable unit, and then release it. I think this checks out. And we also want to decrease the amount of fires, right? I think I can delete this. So this is the new revised update loop. Goop. Okay. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Seen one of your devlogs yesterday, was impressed with the gameplay and visuals. Personally felt like might be a bit too much visual noise with how much fire there was on the screen. First of all, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and thank you for watching the video. And yeah, you're absolutely right. The visual clutter is problematic, to say the least. I think it more so becomes a problem. Yeah, either if there's like a lot of fire, I need to kind of decrease the amount of smoke, right? Because that kind of starts to get in the way. So I need to limit that. And the other one is if there's like a lot of explosions, it's also really quickly you can kind of just, you know, miss what's happening. So that's an absolutely valid point. Right, what I want to do, right, I also want to increase the duration here. So we want to do this plus equals, and we're going to do there. We're going to do fire size or 3 minus fire size. I think that's what I'm looking for. Then same goes for you. And then here, does that make sense? So like, if let's say, I just have to do if it isn't 3, right? So if it isn't 3, we take the new Like we're gonna make it 3. So let's say the size is 1 and it becomes 3. So it's 3 minus 1. So yeah, I want to add 2 fires. I think that makes sense. But what if it's here, the size is 1, then it's gonna be 2 minus 1, so we add 1. But what if the size is 3 here? Then we want to do 3 minus 2. No, 2 minus 3, so it's minus 1. Sure, I think this is fine. What else? Set fire. What am I doing in this behemoth of a thing? Nothing anymore. Just setting the images, just setting the correct images. So that's good. And we do this all over the place. Now, when I create the fire, okay, this is always going to be 1 for now. And then we set the fire, sure. We animate it, sure. And then if it's fire on unit, we add it to the list. Why don't we add it otherwise, though? What the hell is going on? I think I just want to do it like this for now. Delete this part. And then duration is going to be randomed. And this sprite render is okay. And then I want to add the amount of fires. I think this checks out. Now the beauty of this thing is going to come in when we spawn fire, right? So here I get results of the close by fires, which I kind of think I should be just doing a for loop through the fires, but I'm not sure. So let's just keep it like this for now. And then essentially the fire size doesn't matter. I just want to get the close by fires, right? Or I should check if the fire size... No, it's fine. You should just always do it, I think. Just always add. This is disgusting though, like getting a component here. Is it just me or is this, ugh, you know? I should still check, oops. Should still check this probably. But that seems awful. Checking for components in this seems horrendous. You know? But let's leave it like that for now. And then if result counts is more than 0, we're gonna change this part just a touch, right? If there's no fires, create a new fire. So create fire and add this to the current fires list. Yeah, okay. I don't know why I would do this here. I'm gonna delete this. I don't like this having 2 sizes. I think I've deleted this like 20 bajillion times during the weekend. I don't need the awake method then at all. And we're not gonna do this here because I think I already add fire to the list. Yeah, so that might be a huge issue if I'm doing that like twice. And then here we would just remove this part. And here, what does this, when we add fire to the list? No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that at all. What we do want to do though is if the fire count, wait, this is adding fire to the list. Yeah, I don't think this is even, is this a thing? I mean, I guess it makes it possible to combine two adjacent fires, but let's not do this at all for now. Let's just comment this thing out. Okay, I see what the problem is. And if that's how you want to play, well, I don't know what else to do, to be honest. My God, really? There we go. So yeah, let's not do this. So when I spawn a fire, I check if the result is more than 0. And if it is, I just want to take the first fire and just make it bigger. And let's see if we can do that. Yeah, don't do this. So take the fire 0 and just change duration by 4. And then its position can equal to position plus its own position. This can be a vector 3 then. You know what? No, this can be a vector 2. Let's throw this vector 2, and then this can just be a nice, so this, and then we're gonna multiply this by 0.5. So we kind of position it in the middle of that crap. Now, will this work? Who knows? Who knows is the correct answer. But I can certainly try. I can certainly try what kind of, like this is obviously add fire to list. Right. Right, is that a problemo? Probably. So maybe instead of doing this, we just do the current fires dot add, right? And then we're kind of golden. Then just return here. I don't want to do this other things for now. Is this correct? Like add fire to list. Now where do I handle? I want to see where all I do this crap. So on burnable unit, yeah, I don't want to do this here. I'm pretty sure. And then add fire. What the hell is this? Oh. Add fire. We start a burning routine. We add fire on me. Sure. So yeah, when we create a fire, wait, do I need to call this on? Wait, this is 136, so it's missing here. Okay. Do I need to set fire as well here? So we would do new fire dot set fire. No, not set. Create fire. And size is just going to be 1. I think this is what's missing from this part. Part A. So create fire is gonna set the fire set. Wait, but I do this here already, don't I? No, I added. Okay. So we added to the list of current fires. Sure. We random the duration. We do the local scale and we increase the amount of fires. Okay, good. Let's see. Let's just play, right? Let's just press play. Well, it's already not working. Nope, I'm wrong. It's fine. Let's close this off. And let's see if this works. If it works. Like my gut feeling says no. Probably gonna break because that's usually what happens. But sometimes you're pleasantly surprised and stuff just works. Yeah, the sound is definitely not working. I don't know what happened with these here. This definitely feels like it's somewhat working, you know? I don't know why it's like burning up so quickly on those. You know what I want to see is what if I lerp the movement so I kind of see more of what's happening. The performance did seem to be way better, right? So what I want to do here is say do move. What's wrong? Okay, what if I do move your transformo? Do move, and this is now do move end value. Well, if that's gonna work, I'm gonna be surprised. The duration should be, doesn't matter, like something like this. Let's do half a second, right? And let's do dot set ease. We're gonna do out sign. So that's one thing. Now the problemo is what if I can't find like the problem is all of the fires can just add their duration to the same thing, right? Which is probably fine, to be honest. Like this part seems kind of trash to me, but let's just put a pin in that for now. Put a pin in there. Boom! You die. Excuse me for all those that wanted to sleep. Ain't happening today. Okay, where's my this? And boosh. Like, look at the performance hit. It's not that bad, right? Previously, this was like end of the world for my computer, but now it's like, it spiked a bit, but not that much. right? And the fire lerping in position, I think, looks pretty nice. Looks kind of funky, right? But also a good thing is that like the fire on units are now also working, so that looks way better. Look at me go! Come on. Okay, now a real test would be is to burn this disco down, and probably I can do it faster if I just break it by hand. Smash. No, actually no. You know what I want to do? Is I want to burn a huge area. So let's do an AoE 5. Let's give you a bit of damage so we actually burn stuff up. Where is it? Okay, let's give you the burn. Let's give you the damage. Where's the damage? Where's the damage? Here it is. And that's it, right? And then let's see how this performs. Yeah, there's definitely a huge lag spike for that, right? There's definitely a huge hit on performance. And what I'm thinking is that this is mostly because of there's a lot of instantiation calls. Holy bejesus! You know? That's quite an instantiation. Now, I'm pretty sure. Wait, why does it instantiate so many balonies? Like this seems like, you know, a rough estimation is 1 billion, right? Now, why is there so many? How many do we have here? You know, how many fires are aflame? If we check here, fire on floor. Oh, Jesus! There's not that many of them, right? There's definitely not a bajillion of them, if I may be so blunt. Now, fire on unit is just nowhere to be seen. I think yeah, something is not good here. And they can also catch fire, which is good. Yeah, the fact that this happens at the same time is also not ideal, but I think this shouldn't be like a big issue. I definitely want to randomize the duration a touch, right? Now, how do I go about that? We would do a float array. Would I do a float array? Durations. Durations. And then on start, we would do durations 0. We also want to have this be a equal to new float. Yeah, there we go. And then what if I just like make all of these? So this would be the duration of, yeah. I guess I can make it like something like this. Let's make it 4. So first would be the max duration of this fire. So we would do between, let's say 10 and 14, right? And then we would do, how big is it? Like how long is it at its biggest, right? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. It really doesn't though. Okay. Yeah. What I'm gonna do is have this be a float duration holder equals to 4. I mean, it's gonna equal to whatever. And then duration holder, this is gonna kind of hold the maximum duration, right? So we're gonna do between 10 and 14, right? And then we still do this though. Right. And then duration holder is going to be used here. So if duration is more than, now how do I go about this? I guess here I was doing it on 12, 9, and 5 and 0, right? So out of 12, we have the top 25% was big fire. And then we have 4 out of 12, so that's 33% was the medium fire. And then the rest, which was 100 minus 58, which is 42%, was the small fire, right? So I could do something like that, right? I could do a duration holder times 0.75, right? This is going to be the top 25%. Here we're going to do times, so 33% less, so we do 42, right? And that's it. I think that checks out. Now we can check if this does indeed check out. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Kill this, and let's spawn a mortar. The mortar is really good because it kind of spawns all the fire at once, so it's a really good test. Oh right, the max amount is not capped yet, so let's do that. So when we change duration, we're gonna cap it by the duration holder, right? So I see that one of the problems is spawning a shit ton of those little fires on units, right? Those are kind of those are not friendly to my computer. What if I pre-spawn them as well? Fire on unit. What if I also pre-spawn 100 of you guys? Does this check out? Okay, one of the things that's still not working is the amount of times this happens. Amount of fire. Where does this happen? This is okay. This is skipped. This is no longer happening. So you're trying to, and this is also, no, this is happening. So it's only happening here. When I create a fire, I add one fire, right? And then when I remove a fire from list, I remove one fire. And this is for, this does not do that, okay. This is for if a fire is on unit, good. Then here they go down, which again is, I think, correct. And then here, when I change the duration, maybe this just shouldn't be a thing. Does anything happen when I set fire? No. Not exactly sure where this goes awry. Do 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 do. Yeah. Well, let's go from here for now. Let's open our additional manager because this is where the fire manager is located. And let's just do a normal, did I spawn just, let's just do a normal fire bullet first. Bablamo. Let's check you. see if this kind of dissipates a bit more interestingly. Yeah, you see, this is what I wanted, right? Yeah, this is kind of nice, actually, moving the fire as well, like lerping it. Okay, so what happens if I gain this? Can the fire spread? Well, it definitely seems to be spreading. Not like the best, but it does spread. I just need to know where, like why is there so much fire for some reason? How does it grow to such a vast number? That means that something is still ultra inefficient if so many numbers can even, you know, happen. So let's go back to the fire manager. And when we spawn a fire, we change the duration, which if fire size is more... Oh! Yeah, I do need this. So the duration needs to be less or equal 5. So I think this might be doing the same thing like 10 billion times. Although, would it? Yeah, I don't think that should actually make a difference, but I'm still gonna check it, just in case. You know, the number is still growing way too much. You know, like how many fires am I spawning? In the thousands, apparently. But like, why? You know? Where are all those fires, brother? So this is okay. This happens when a shrubbery is damaged. Sure. No, when it's killed. Yeah. But like, let's increase this size a touch. And this is on the enemy. So let's do the same for you. I don't understand where this is being called, or why is it being called so many times. It might be that they are never being removed from wait, when this is disabled, that might be a problem. So what if I do on disable? What if I loop through these, then fire on me dot release? You know? Maybe that's a problem. Let's check the damage. Boop. Okay. Ahoo! That's not good. But at least the sound seems to be working now. Well, there we go. Found our culprit. It's just, yeah, I shouldn't be spawning so many Crapolis on the unit, right? So what if I would just disable anything catching on fire, right? Stuff could die from fire, but they couldn't catch on fire. Now, I don't think I want to do this because I like that things can catch on fire. It's just, it should happen way less dramatically. Okay. Interesting, so it has to catch on fire. Why though? Oh, I guess it has to be on fire to create new fire. Do I understand this correctly? So when a shrub dies, we check, yeah, we just check the fire on me amount. Interesting. What if I do plus burnable fire below me dot count? And maybe we would mathf dot round to int, no, clamp this between 0, obviously, and let's say 10, right? What if we do this? This might still spawn way too much fire, but I don't know. Maybe this is the way to go. I just want to see, wait, did I uncomment that part? Okay, we're still here. Yeah. Brother. Oh, right, there's no fire below them. You bitch. Okay. So... You know, this is fine. It's just the problem is that this is happening way too much. when does this get started? When we add fire to the burnable unit. And does that happen down here? It does happen down here. And then I have this stupid shit here, which is, yeah, what the hell was I thinking? So fire on me, public int fire on me count equals new equals 0. And when we add fire, want to do this. Right, but I want it to dissipate as well. Okay. Maybe I should just skip the whole damn thing here. And then on the burnable unit, I would do this plus plus. Or we'll just do this once. So this plus equals fire amount, right? What is a enemy size? Okay, that's okay. Now that's fine, but we want to have this like right up here, I guess. And then return, right? Otherwise, we also create a new fire. Now I need a cooldown. How do I do this though? Like I would need an array. This does work, is just disgusting. I see why the game worked so bad. This was the main issue. I should not spawn stuff. Like that's so much overhead for no reason at all. Can I have... I should be able to have an update function here, right? And then what I would want to have is a private list of floats. And this would be cooldown list. It's going to equal to new, right? Now let's do this here, just so it's a bit, no, let's be efficient. Let's just do it here. And then cooldown list dot add a 4, right? Then in the update, we would do a 4 cooldown list dot count. Was the I equals 0 until int I equals 0, so I is less than this dot count, I plus plus, and then we do this on the position of I minus equals time dot delta time. And then if this is less or equal to 0. Oh, but I need to go from the other side. -1, and then until it's more or equal 0, and I minus minus. And then if this is less or equal 0, we do fire on me count minus minus, and also cooldown list I, actually cooldown list dot remove at I, right? I don't even need this then. Do I even need the fire on me list? Yes, I do. And then if it's more than max fire on me, otherwise we add a new fire. And another thing that I need to do here is if, no. So if this happens, we're gonna also check if cooldown release.count is less than fire on me dot count. And if that is true, then we're gonna do fire on me dot or fire on me dot count -1 dot release, right? Where's this called? Remove fire. What? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. How can I remove it and release it? What I'm thinking is, no, this is fine. I mean, I can release it and then fire on me dot remove at, and then just this. Okay, let's see if this works. Because this should be a huge deal performance-wise, right? An absolute insane performance increase. Now I knew something had to be really wrong because like the fact that it worked so poorly didn't make a ton of sense. So let's see. Now I have a feeling that something's not going to go wrong, right. Okay, so when it burns up, let's do the shrubbery. We just do this instead of fire on me, because fire on me is going to be very low at all times. See? Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even spike. It doesn't even spike above or below 60. Good. So what I'm thinking now is, what if let's try to do this one again. No, actually, yeah, no, it's fine. Let's try to do this. Like, there's a bit of a lag spike, but not that much. Let's also do with the increased damage. So let's go to the next room and check how that looks. Yeah, there's definitely a performance hit this time. So it's still a hefty thing to do. Well, it's definitely working way better, that's for sure. It just, maybe this just has to be lowered even further. What if I do 2? And there should definitely be an optimization. Like, if something gets killed instantly, it shouldn't even spawn fires on it. Right. think this is not working closely to how I want it to. Now let's do some of this. The fire is still doing a lot of crap, but also way less crap. This burnable unit muzzle routine. Like I would also imagine, let's do a shrub middle floor. We're gonna put this back to 0.8. What about this? You know, it's holding easily above 60. There's some spikes, but like nothing too serious. Not if I give myself some crazy shit. So let's do the splitting enemies. Let's do the eggs, the critters. Let's do this one as well. And the hard room, there we go. This is a good test of the performance. Volatile critters, well. Let's not do you. Yeah, let's do this one as well. And this one. And let's do a couple of these. Send me straight to hell. I don't need to know my performance. I mean, yeah, there's some spikes that went into an area of unhealthiness, right? But nothing too serious. Now let's try to do this. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely spiking towards the 30. But like this is in the editor, right? So it's gonna work way worse either way. Right? What if we go to the boss fight? Well, this one ain't gonna be a problem. Yeah, but like performance is holding steady. Yeah, that seems okay. Oh. I think that's good enough. Wait, what's the time? It's 4. Okay. Well, the fire is just way better. Oh, the only thing though, the sound still doesn't work, right? And I want to see exactly what doesn't work. So let's get myself a regular fire bullet. A regular fire bullet. And let's see. There's one too many that was left out. You know, there's some fires that are staying up. But which is it, right? It seems like there's just randomly some fires that are just not being killed properly. Now this is getting released. Oh. Well, maybe this is the problem. Yeah, this might be the issue. I think that's just all there is. Another thing that I want to do is do this. Okay. Just a sec. We gonna burn up in Kia. Oh, also the light's gonna blast in my face. Don't need that. Okay. Let's see. I think I'm now gonna be done with it. Let's spawn this and let's also spawn one of these behemoths. Okay. So first, the fire bullet. And let's also check you. I'm checking you out. Here I am. Okay, this works. And let's see if this dissipates properly now. It does. Like, see, like there's no issue. Like the main problem here is just spawning the shrubbery. It's not destroying them, right? So let's see, just 2 left. Yeah, that seems to work. Okay, what if we do a bigger test? So this and this and this, and then a double and a fire, and let's give it a bit of range. Is that it? I think that's it. So this is like a turbo. Yeah, there's definitely a bit of a hit, right? But I think this is again going to be solved a lot if I pull my shrubbery, right? And the fact that the fire is a bit more split, it makes it a bit easier for you to dodge, to like walk between the fire, which I also think is kind of nice. You know, so you kind of walk between the embers. Oh, another thing that I could do then, is going to be the final change, is when I burn a thing up, I just add a 5, but I could also just put a random number here, right? So it has a random duration. There we go. So this should actually make that part look better as well. This is going to be the last test, then I'm moving on. We're moving on! Can I avoid my camera? No. Camera is just doing its own thing. Okay. Boom. And what I need is for all of you to go dead. And then let's do a big boom with the big fire, with the big this. What else? Bit of range, is that it? Right, and we need our fertilize. And let's see how this be looking here. Belay that. Boom. Yeah, so stuff like, you know, is off fire in like different intervals. We could also add, you know, a thing where with your melee attack you could put out fire, you know. So like for instance, if I now just do the same thing but without the fertilize, so just do this, do this, do this, and do this. Yeah, this has way less issues, right? It can just set shit on fire. There's definitely a bit of a spike, right, with so much fire. Oh right, I want to check one last thing, and that's our ring of fire thing. That's this thing. Looks good. Okay, what if I make it a bit more crazy? Just increase the AoE. We're gonna like shoot a couple of them. Bow. Yeah, basically equally as before. It's just maybe a bit less crazy. Now the fire might be kind of spaced too much, possibly, but maybe not, right? Maybe it makes it so you can kind of always dodge it. So yeah, this is it for now, and I can still change, like for instance, I could just change, where is that shite? This, right? I could just change how much it's getting checked, right? Let's say change this to 35 instead of 5. It should already be way more condensed, right? There should be like not more fire. Actually, it's gonna be more fire probably because, well, let's just check. Let's kill you. Then let's spawn this, AoE, repeat a couple of times, and ring of fire. It's a bit more, you know, it's a bit more together, which I don't think I mind. So what if I do, okay, let's check this thing then. So this, and this, and this. Let's give it more AoE. Nice. Ah, shit, no. So fertilize as well. AoE, fire damage, and a little bit of repeat. What did I miss on the other one? They both have the equal amount. This has 2 AoEs, this has 2 AoEs. Oh, this one doesn't have range. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay. Just so I know it's like an equal test as before. Yeah, it's definitely more of a condensed fire, right? Which, you know, looks good. So let's do, let's make this a 0 again, and we're gonna, we're just gonna try to do fire. So without, you bitch, okay. Ah, right, I can undo. Phew. So I can see it without spawning shrubbery, because of that, I think that's like the major hit. And this takes a bit of a bigger hit because it's more condensed. Right? But it's pretty good, right? It's pretty reasonable. So like for instance, if I would make this, you know, something like this, this might actually be a thing that spawns, right? And this is already pretty strong, but this is somewhat reasonable to maybe appear. Yeah, there was a lead leg spike for sure. And the fire does spread. This looks good. Yeah, okay, good. So we can say changelog. There's so much crap already? Well, I guess it's correct. We're making moves. 17, yep. Fire has been significantly. Oh, that's correct. Is it? Are you playing with me, Google? No? Has been significantly, how do you say? Optimized. So, for all of you pyromaniacs, have fun. Additional optimizations are still in progress, though. Fire has been significantly optimized, so for all of you pyromaniacs, have fun. Additional optimizations are still in progress, though. Okay, good. Next, so we can do fix fire and optimize it a bit. That's done. This is the on to do for this week. I might be a bit ambitious again. I'm definitely a bit, maybe a bit too ambitious this week. Essentially, especially because I don't think I don't know how much time I'm gonna have for all of these. And like tomorrow I have to leave early again because we're going to the doctor's with my wife for the baby. So yeah, but I'm gonna do my best, right? What I want to do is, balance healing a bit more. This is not that big of a deal. Add rarities to modules. This could be a bit of workup. I have to figure out exactly how to go about this. But yeah, I have to add like rarity indicators to them, or maybe not, right? Maybe they could go without them, because otherwise I need to kind of figure out where to place that rarity indicator. Yeah, we'll see. Nerve the repeatability. This is something that I've been playing around for quite a bit. So essentially making it a chance based to repeat instead of making it repeat multiple times. So yeah, that's one thing. So essentially, in the best case scenario, you would repeat once, right? You wouldn't repeat like 3 times or 4 times, because I think that's just a little insane and way too powerful, right? Like if you kind of compare it to anything else. Test current balance. This is just basically checking how the game works if I go 3 deep, and also I have to kind of basically figure out which enemy evolutions shouldn't combine with each other, because those kind of can start to break the game, because some insane combinations. Although I don't know, I've enabled all of them just before, and nothing too crazy seemed to happen. But yeah, whatever. Open end screen with some animation. That's something that's just, I just have to do it. And the death animation as well. So that like the death isn't so abrupt, right? Same goes for the victory. You just kind of, the screen just appears, which obviously I never, meant to leave it like that. But I thought about maybe doing that this week, because it's just, an annoying thing that I want to get out of the way. Design the first boss. This is a biggie. I'm thinking about if I can kind of figure out what the boss would be, right? How it would maybe look, and what kind of stuff he could do, or it could do. I think that would be huge. So that, maybe next week or whatever week I decide to tackle the boss fight, I have some sort of a plan already, When explaining modules, show a closable info panel. So this is basically, and make teeth more obvious as to how they connect stuff. So these are both to make the module connecting more logical, not more logical, just that it's explained a bit more, so you kind of understand. And this one too, right? Hovering bullets should show which modules are connected to it. So it already happens in reverse. So when you hover over modules, it shows which bullets are affected by it. but it should also do the same when you hover over a bullet. It should show which modules are affecting it. So all of these are basically to make what connects to what more obvious. Then I want to add some effects. So basically, these are going to be negative effects because I think just straight up reducing damage is obviously a thing we can do, but it's maybe a bit more higher on the power level. But then these, which just add or reduce damage on specific enemy types, this is way weaker, but I can also, I can also make it 100%, and just that bullet will not damage those specific enemies, right? So I think these are really interesting negative effects, right? So I want to add these. Big props for first biome. This is something that I've been thinking about for a while. So right now I just have the shrubbery, and I'm thinking about adding some bigger props. So maybe some stuff you can interact with, maybe something that explodes, maybe, I don't know, just something that, like, it could also be just a nest of eggs, right? Not just those singular ones, but like a bigger one. Like whatever kinds of stuff that could be interesting and, kind of spice up the visuals a bit more. So that's something. Then yeah, I want to pool shrubbery for spawning them more efficiently. So this is the thing that I've talked about already. Disabling certain evolutions from appearing together. This is again for the balance. Check enemy types and figure out if they work with type-specific effect. Okay, so this is just a fix for some things. Kind of, I'm not sure if they work properly with all the effects, right? Well, there's something that, I don't know, just works on critters or chargers or whatever. I don't think some of those effects work properly. This is according to feedback that I've gotten, so I have to check it. And then I want to add bestiary. So essentially a menu where you can check what is unlocked, what enemies exist, maybe some information on them, right? So what those would look like. That's basically the place where you would also be able to see, okay, this enemy is a critter, this enemy is a charger, blah, 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 right? So you would have that information there. And you can also maybe see like what all exists in the game and you haven't seen it yet. And then same goes for the items and module effects, right? Those are also going to be there. And you're going to kind of see them be, blacked out until you see them or until you unlock them, right? So it's like going to be something like that. Or maybe it could just say like how many more you need to unlock, right? So maybe at the end there could just be like a number, like plus whatever, right? Or I don't know, just, this many still to unlock, or, haven't seen them yet or whatever. I don't know. I'll see about that one. But yeah, the bestiary alone could easily take the whole day. And then, what else? Yeah, explaining the modules and making these connection stuff, this could easily take another day. Like this really quickly takes just a whole day out of you. At least how I kind of am experiencing the development of this game. Like these things are really hard for me to do. I think these effects, I can add them in a day and probably do some other stuff as well. And then I have another day, I guess, for the rest. So I don't know, maybe it's not that unreasonable, right? What's the time? Yeah, I think I can still, I'm gonna try to do some small stuff because I'm kind of feeling the tiredness of the day. So I want to do some stuff that I enjoy a bit more. So maybe what I'm gonna do is try to think about some. The thing is, I need to like a lot of this is thinking, like creating a prop for the biome, right? Like the big props, is more so about thinking what this could be. And I find myself really struggling to do that on stream, right? Same for the boss design. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this on stream because I kind of wanna. I feel like I have to talk when I do stuff, and it's just easier for me to maybe look up some references, get some ideas from other games, right? So maybe I can do something else, right? Let's try to do rarity for modules. The reason I want to do that is that all modules right now are just created equally. And I'm not talking about bullets. Bullets already have rarity, but like the big modules, they are all created equally in power, right? So if something is a lot bigger, it has more power. If it's really awkward to connect, it has even more power. And if it has no connections or very few connections, it has even more power, right? And everything that's the opposite, it gives it less power. But I also want to have a different tier. So for instance, let's say you kill a boss and then they drop a couple of rare modules that are just stronger because they're rare, right? So that's something that I want to do. And I think, like, I don't want to say it's going to be a simple change, but like most of the stuff for this is already somewhere in there, right? So like, oh, brother, everybody stop yawning, please. So let's see. What is this? Oh, right, rarity equals common, and then I kind of set a rarity, which is only relevant. Let's see, rarity. Yeah, this is only for the bullets. So this is not for the big module. But then for the big module, I just kind of skip on this, right? Oh my God, is this a big, ugly script? Yuck. Who wrote this? This has to be optimized. It has to be not optimized really. Like it doesn't work bad. It's like it doesn't matter because it happens a couple of times per room. It could be written way prettier, right? Way more understandable. Because right now I'm kind of just lost, and I know this is my code, and I'm lost as to what I'm doing here. There's a lot of like test stuff, so stuff that I've added just to be able to test some specific corner cases. But yeah, okay, let's see. So this is the bullet, and this is for the big modules, right? So I'm gonna write this for big modules below. So I set the size, and then I also set the power somewhere over yonder. There we go. So, and then I randomize it a bit. So what I would wanna do here is also kind of figure out the rarity, right? And then I could just increase. Oh boy! Stop it, you. Stop with the yawning. I cannot handle it. So I guess I'm gonna do something similar to, what is this? Yuck. I guess, what rarity, like, because I know I did rarity a couple of times here. Yeah. Power, yeah, what is this? It's just ugly, you know? So this equals to dungeon progression times 16, and then it's also random, so it can be maximum. Like at a final boss, it's 16, which doesn't ever happen because after the final boss, it's over, right? So let's say a room before that, right? would be 0.9. So, so let's say 14 in the best case scenario. And then with this, it's 17 in the best case scenario. But anything above 12 is legendary. Sure. Let's just take this, and then let's take this actually. And then right above setting the power, let's also add the rarity stuff here. And yeah, we're gonna use this here for sure. I guess I can use kind of the same thing. Maybe we're gonna reduce this just a touch. All of these things are gonna have to be changed. Oh, right. This hurts. I need to fix how the seed manager works. So how the random seed works in this game. Okay, so I guess this can kind of stay the same. Yeah, let's just do a switcheroony pony. Or do I do this here? I guess I could just do this here. Oh no, let's do a switch statement here. Switch on rarity, brother. And then add me the missing cases. Rarity Annie, come on, get real. So common, let's kind of reduce it by a hot spaghetti touch, right? And then uncommon can be maybe just skipped. Does that make sense? No, it doesn't. We're gonna increase this power instead. For the rare one, let's do a 0.8. For le epic, let's do a 2.2, and then for le legendary, let's do a 2.6. Is that boring and lame? Yes it is. But do I care? Well, yes I do. Let's do it like this. This might be a bit too spiced up, but you know, let's leave this in as well. Now, when I make the big module drawer, I don't show the rarity image anywhere, so I won't be able to know their rarities, but you know, it's fine. Also, let's make modules appear more often. And then we can go ahead and see what spawns on my doorstep. What is this? Goal achieved! Right, we went shopping, did some light walking, and my goals aren't that big. Okay. Repeat module. I guess that's pretty crazy. This one's not that crazy. Module range +1. Yeah, and this one just sucks. Let's do a bit more. Queen. Wait, didn't I? Yeah. Oh my lord, I exploded. Boom. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. These are all basic, or common, should I say. They don't seem particularly bad. Particularly bad. You know what I want to do? I just want to spawn big, juicy modules. Okay, module repeat on both of these. And like this one is equally as good as this one. I guess this one has 2 top positions. Okay, let's just spawn some really strong modules, right? Just really big modules, right? Let's do the big, let's make them big and strong. I'm also getting cold. Hello? Not good. Unbueno. The situation is dire. My little fingers are getting cold. Please. Okay. Sorry for the headphones noise. I think I should really set up my microphone so I don't blast your ears with my touching the mic. For some reason it's not like how is it called? These just all give repeat, right? Okay, what if I... Oh! No, yeah, this is correct. Okay, what if I do times 13, right? Oh, I think I know what the problemo is, but I might still... Let's just do the thing first and then go from there. The problem might be that there's just nothing unlocked yet, and that's why they're just not that strong. Boom. Yeah, okay, but what if I do the thing where I'm smart and capable? And let's do a game markers. I think it's this one. 1,000. My lord. Okay, no, I don't want to do this. Who told you? Who said I want to do that? Who did I want to do that there? A-dubba-dubba-doom. And then let's do 20. Right. So they have all the good shit unlocked. Like with all of the unlocks. Give me all of them. And now let's skedaddle and let's just quick start. And now let's see what it spawns. Still the same shit. Maybe, just maybe, do I need to go through the normal... Wait, also shrubbery. Let's put back the normal spawn amount so I don't forget. I don't want to give you anything, doctor. I didn't want to talk to you as well. Can you please move? Thank you. General. Okay, now we can go. It also might be that they're just not enabled for modules. Oh no, there they are. Yeah, these are just insane now. Yeah, okay, I see. Oh, fire damage with repeat. Yeah, of course. Of course. And then this on top of it. Yeah. Yeah, I see. That seems lovely, right? Okay, now I kind of want to have more fire. You know? Bye. Let's do some Pyromania. Yikes! That's a lag spike. But at least after the fire is set, things are not breaking anymore. Yeah, so there's just nothing better to give. Okay. So back to normal, back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. I mean, that's essentially having rarities on these modules, and you can see the rarity whilst they're on the floor, but then you don't see it anymore. So does that count? I would say so, right? Boom. So, big module draw driver. Like for instance you, right? Let's check you. Check this shit out. We do have the level image and it's just placed randomly, right? And this also looks yuck! Horrendous. Hello? Uh-huh. Whatever do you mean? Where were you before? Oh, on position 8. Right. What if I put you to -8? Then you're kind of in this position. Does it look like shit? Yes. In fact, the fact is it does. Right? I don't know how to exactly do rarities for these. Unless I would kind of just show the rarity somewhere in the name when it's being showed here. Right? Because otherwise it just kind of looks weird. Could also say, which I don't think so. It could say, you know, rare module. Yikes, that's horrendo. What if I add this here, right? Let's just see, just for taste. Where are you? Where did you go? Hello? You know, like this? Or what if I do, you know, what if I do a couple of spaces here? Module, rare, pierce, you know? How does that look? Or was it better to have it be on the other side, right? So have it like this, you know, rare module. Rare module pierce 10. Or if I could just, I don't know. Maybe it could show it here. Like after, oh, after. Oh, yes. Yes, that is a good idea. But like, won't that look bizarre? Bizarre? Look like this then, right? Where's my level image? Oh shit! There you go. I mean, what if we have actually 2 lines of text, right? So Pierce module 10, big boomba boom, big boomba boom. Okay, maybe I'm going too far. It's gonna look like this. So I guess the whole thing should just be placed a bit lower, mayhaps, perchance. Whoa. Okay, what if I do... What if I do it at the top? No, it's not that bad as well as that. Right, and then if it's like this, You know, I like this. I like that thing. So let's add some images. Rarity, I've seen you. You didn't escape my vision. Does that help me? I need my, well, it definitely helps because I need this. Then, yeah, there we go. Then what I need is, you can go sleepy sleep. I need my text images, text images. There we go. This is what I need. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no. These are just kind of small though, but that might work in my favor. Favor? Oh, but these are not square. Well, what? Well, I don't know. You tell me. It's your idea. Okay. Talking to myself is never the answer. I guess this looks okay. Right? Wait, why is this? It's missing some colors. Where are my colors? There we go. Now we can copy them again. Son of a bitch. And this actually works like this. There you go. Boom. Nice. So now I can add new texts, texty boys. Can I just slice this? No, I dare not. I dare not disturb the set order. If I see squares, it's good. It's good. Boom. Now I need to add these behemoths. How do I do that again? This is something I always forget. I think I need to first update Sprite Atlas. That's step number 1. And then we have them here. And all of them need special care. Which is just, you know, the most fun thing you can do, right? And just one is on the next page. I like that even more. Added this, so -2 and 12. -2 and 12. -2 and 12. Now these are probably going to need a bit of an adjustment, a bit of adjusting. Because, well, because it is what it is. So this is rarity common. Rarity uncommon. Rarity rare. Rarity epico, and then finally rarity legendary. Oh my lord, it's a legendary. Arcanine. Okay, so now we can try to do, let's add them up in here just to test them out, right? I need you to, yeah, this is what I need. So this is going to be sprite name goo, just to test it out first. There we go. So rarity common, and that's good, that's fine. That's a fine thing to happen. Actually, let's copy this one. And then let's bring you back to normality. No. Let's bring you outside and make you, let's remove this part. Okay, sprite name rarity common. And then we're going to copy all of these. Common, uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary. And then we need some words around it. I want to kill myself. No, I don't. Wow. Good. Sick. Nice. Spicy. Spaghetti. I don't know if I wrote that right, but it's fine. Salami. Wow. Again. And yes. Okay, so now we need to position them. You know, these look a little weird. Right. So now it's my job to fix them. One thing that I could immediately do is, what does this do? Yeah, this should just be 11. That's a given. That's like a freebie, right? Because it's not a square thing. So this should definitely just be an 11 kind of deal, right? Good and happy. Edit glyph 11. And this already looks... I think this is it. Is it not? Do you object? Should they be a bit lower? Not really. Or maybe they should be a bit lower. So let's go back to the drawing board. And how do I place the thing lower though? Is it this? Yes. What if I lower it by half? Or should it be 1? Maybe 1 is not that bad. Boom. Is it bad? It's hard to say. It's definitely not bad for the big ones, right? Another thing that I just kind of need to do is also have them be in a new line where all of them are together. Right. Yeah, this looks good like this, right? So let's go with that for now. Should they be spaced so much though? Let's try to think about that as well. So what if I space you just a touch less? Is this one? Right? And I guess this one in particular should be even less. I really did this wrong. I should just have like something that's, yeah, something like this. You know, that looks the same on both sides. Bro, come on. Like, I understand why it works like that. I'm still pissed, you know? There we go. Perfect. Shit, I lost them. Text images. This. Let's do you next. So I think that looks good. And then this one will have the wider treatment again. And this one will be the same as the other ones, so -3 and 9. And then I think the big rarity is already good. Nice, you know, this looks good. This looks good. Let's save it, and then what I'm gonna do is add this to the to the what? To the tooltips, right? To the tooltip. I want to do the small, the info, module info panel. And when we do the rarity, so big module, can I get a hell nah? If it's module, which I think, yeah, this is the big one. So header text is name plus a blah blah blah. Okay, so what I want to do as well here is do the start off with some sprite name equals, right? And then we're going to drop in the module dot rarity dot to string. And also rarity to string. Right, I can just do it like this. And then do this. And then also do a little bit of this. Ah, come on. Let's see if it works. And then the rarities are kind of done, right? They work, right? They work. I just need to kind of balance them at some point. Right, let's do a little bit of quick start. Quick start. Let's see how they look. Look, if you're good, right? If you're good, you don't have any problems when you're programming. Everything just works. And yeah, that's about it. Now give me something, give me some different modules, please. Right? See, the only thing that I'm missing in life is some good RNG. Thank you, bye. Okay. There we go. Good. Okay. It's that easy. It's that easy. So let's do changes. Big modules, and let's bold that. Big modules now have rarities, making them have a bit more diverse power levels. Whatever. Big modules now have rarities, making them have a bit more of a diverse, giving them a bit more diverse power level. Making them have a bit more diverse power levels. There we go. Done and done. So that's boom. Bye. Next. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do that one. Open and screen some animations. Ugh. Who likes to do that? No one. Okay, what else can I do? What am I not just saddened by? Because a lot of these things, a lot of these things are just kind of, you know, I want to have fresh mind for it. Maybe we could do some new effects, right? And then hopefully by tomorrow I can kind of think on where to go. Well, I can start doing this because it doesn't require any thinking. Now the thing is, a lot of the work that I'm gonna have to do is gonna require thinking. Sucks, right? That's the worst. Thinking? Ugh. Who likes to do that? What am I trying to check? Yeah, the work plan. Like all of the enemies, I need to kind of design them the bosses, the generic enemies, items, evolutions, module effects, characters, dialogues, biomes, starting items. Yeah, most of these things I'm gonna have to figure out, which is gonna be really great because I can do this off stream in the evening and stuff like that, right? So I think that works. Okay. So you can be left with the interesting stuff. Critter damage effect. Cover which modules affect a bullet when hovering it. Yeah. Maybe I can do some of these new effects, right? Because essentially, I think for effects, I'm planning to do 3 per day. So if I do all of these 4, that's like a days of work according to my half-assed schedule. So let's actually copy a minus damage because this is gonna work in a similar fashion. I don't know what kind of a ID this needs to have. 070. And this is gonna be critter damage minus 20. Oh my lord. And this is gonna have a -1 ability power, right? It can affect anything. I mean, effector, anything. Effector? Anything, right? It's just, it's good. Is it a condition? It's not. It is a negative bug. Now what we can do, oh, I have spaces for more. Wow. Where do I have this? I have this opened? I do not, but I do have saved spaces for it. Okay. Do I have modules opened? I do. Hello. So damage minus damage. I think I need my, I think I need these, right? Boom. Oh, okay. Boom. Now this could have more of a kind of generic, you know, I guess all of these enemy types should have icons, right? So like a critter icon, a charger icon, a shooter icon, and a spawner icon, right? So that I can also then use them in the bestiary, right? And I think these are the same size as the text images, or am I wrong? No, they're bigger. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is what I need. I just need icons for them. So a critter. What are like? I guess like a critter is a wait. What is the game? It's Battle Aces, right? Battle Aces, unit types. Let's see. I think they have some sort of a, yeah, these, right? They have the small, anti-big, the big, and the splash. I could do, you know, something similar to this, right? Need to check how Battle Aces are doing. It looked like a cool game. So like, let's not care about the colors too much to start it off. Right, so what if this would be the base? Like this. Okay. You know, what if I do kind of a similar idea? At least for like to get the ball rolling, right? To get me kind of in the groove. The charger. I don't think I like this actually. What are the chargers? Like maybe this is just a weird, ugly bullet. Okay, what would be a shooter? I mean, I guess I could go on a super obvious route, right, and just make a target, right, for the shooter enemy. This kind of worked actually, right? Then I guess I would go with this, right? You know, this could be the charger enemy, the shooter, right? And then maybe the spawn could like, maybe I could have this circle as some sort of a base. And then the spawn could maybe be something like that. Like how does that look good? No. Does it have to look good? Maybe they could have like different color schematics, so maybe the spawn could be more into the green, into the yellow. Right, this is spawn, shoot, charge. Like, I guess the charge could have like a sword or something. It's hard to say. Right, let's see. Maybe let's have a battery. It's charging. It could be something like this. Like a sword, perhaps? You know? It doesn't look the best, if I'm completely honest. But this looks even worse. But let's give it some green coloring, just to establish a baseline. Maybe it could be more in line with something like this. Or let's do it like that. You know, charge. So it's like it jumps on you. Could I make this smaller? Probably. You know. All right. Could also maybe be colored something like that. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad at all. So this is a spawner, a shooter, a charger, and then a creator. I guess I should really be making them for icons though. Wait, how big are these? They're way big. But like I can't make this, right? Yeah, because it's squarish. What about here? That's not what I'm looking for. Well, they're the same size for stats, so that's good. I think that's... I guess it would work really well if it would be just like this, you know. Well, I can still try to copy them and just see how that looks. It's not too bad. Well, in either case, I need a critter icon. Okay, so what would be a critter? So this is like like maybe a critter could be like a flock icon. So I think I would do with blues. I would use the blues for that. So circle, and then oops. I'm just afraid that this is not gonna make sense. They're Marios. Yeah, I don't know. Should it be like this, maybe? Or maybe it could be something like this, you know? How would this look smaller though? That doesn't look too bad. I think this looks pretty good, right? Critter, charger, shooter, and spawner. Now just what would be the actual icon? I think I would use the smaller versions and then kind of add a, you know, damage down icon somehow. This might not be a bad start. This doesn't have to be a bullet per se, or whatever this is. Pointy rocket. It could just be a down arrow. And on this side, we wouldn't want to go so hard on that. I think that's not that bad, right? Let's go to module abilities. Crit damage is going to use the number 70. And then we need to add the texts for it. So let's go to our localization sheet, module abilities, and we're going to create new ones. So first, let's do 70. And this is going to be critter damage down. What was the 35, right? Oh, it's just damage, I guess. Okay, whatever. So critter damage down, description, and name. Critter damage should just be minus. Which one is the damage? God damn it. It's 18. Oh, it's just damage num. Okay, good. So damage, let's no longer look for you. So critter damage minus num, or it should be just num, I guess. Could also be a positive, right? How is damage? Projectile damage changed? Yeah, changed. Because I could also increase damage towards certain enemies, right? Projectile damage changed by, and this is going to be called C1. Against a projectile damage against critters changed. That's about it, I think. So then we're gonna do charger damage. Charger and against chargers. And these are also going to have to be a link, so you can kind of check them, I think. But yeah, for now, let's just continue from where we left off. So this is going to be shooter damage. Shooter damage, and here we're gonna have shooters. Okay, and finally, this is going to be spawner. So send 1, 2, 3. So I need to change their IDs. Okay. Spawner and spawners. Okay. And then let's go back to Unity and let's go to our string tables, module abilities. Let's open it up and pull. Those are not yet added, but that's fine. I just need all of them to be smart. Okay, now we can go back to module abilities, go to critter damage. We're gonna do -20. This is now the correct sprite. Yep. This is gonna be critter damage name and critter damage description. And that's about it. Can move on to make copies of these. There's 40, 60, 80, and 100. And I think I just need to change this. Oh no, and ability numbers as well. I have to not forget about that one. We're gonna be 80 and 100. And then also this is tier 2, 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. And then this has ability power -2, -3, -4, and -5. Okay. Charger damage, name, description, and that's it. Move on to the next one. 40. This is tier 1, -2, and then 40, 40, 40. That is going to be way faster. So 60 is going to be tier 2, -3, and then 60, 60, 60. Oh shit. I confused it. Okay. So 80 is a tier 3, -4 power, and this is 8, 0, 8, 0, and 8, 0. Okay, and finally, lucky 100. I don't think that's lucky, but you know, let's say it is. 100, 100, and 100. Okay, there we go. Next, we have 72. This is going to be shooter damage. ID 72, image 72, shooter damage name, shooter damage description, and then the numbers are correct for the first one. Next, 40. We have tier 1 -2, -40, 40, and 40. Next, we have 6, and then tier 2 -3, and then change these. Next, 80, tier 3 -4 power, 80, 80, 80, and 100. is tier 4 minus 5 power and add the correct ones. There we go. Finally, we have the spawner damage, 73, image 73, and then the name, spawner damage name, and description, spawner damage description, and the numbers stay the same, 40, and let's do tier 1 minus 2, and the numbers are 40. $60. Let's copy you as well. Tier 2 minus 3. Next, 80. Tier 3 minus 4. And finally, minus 100, tier 4, minus 5, minus 100, minus 100. There we go. And now we can go to our modules manager, and then we have all abilities, log this, and add these in. Great, let's apply this. Okay, so they're added to the game. Now all I need to make them, all I need to do is to make them work. So let's do damage. Is it module ability damage? No. This, yeah. Damage, oh wait, what is damage? Or is it 18? It's 18, okay. That was the damage, okay. So I guess we're gonna do, let's just do this. Okay, let's do this instead. No, this is fine. This is fine. So we're gonna do, let's copy this. And let's place you to the bottom. So this is going to be ability 70, critter damage. I'm going to do get critter damage amount. And then amount equals 0. And then if ID equals 70, we're gonna do this. And then I think I just kind of copy the same idea for all of them. So get critter damage, get charger. And we're checking for 71. Then you have 72 is shooter damage. 72. And then 73 is spawner damage, get spawner damage, and we're going to be checking for 73. And then when an enemy gets attacked or damaged rather, we have the damage here. Where else do we get the damage then? So proximity augmenter, so we do a lot of damage stuff. So before we do the damage, let's do if this dot type, enemy type equals critter. Oh. If this dot enemy threat level equals critter, we're gonna do damage times equals 1 minus, and then we're gonna do this. Times 0.1, right? Does that make sense? So, no, plus, right? So we're gonna equal it to 1, or we're gonna multiply it by 1 plus the amount of this, and this could also be negative, right? I think this is correct. And then we also do if enemy type, we're gonna just do else if this dot enemy type equals charger, because I think the critter is a charger as well, and this might just be changed, I don't know. So we would do, yeah, but we would want to do here get critter damage amount, and then here get charger damage amount. Right, and we'll just kind of do this for the rest. So else if it's a shooter, we're gonna do get shooter damage amount, and if it's a spawner, we would do get spawner damage amount. There we go. I think that's it. I think that's basically this added. The only thing I need is check my save load. I'm gonna close the rest. And I want to unlock it, right? So we have negative abilities. We're gonna do a 70 and 0. And this is critter damage minus 20. right? 40, 60, 80, 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? That's one down. Then we need 71 is charger damage minus 20. Let's duplicate them. And again, do the 1, 2, 3, 4. Should I just copy this? Is this easier? Shooter. Who knows? Well, let's just go with it. Okay. And finally the spawner. It might have been a bit faster actually. There we go. Have a bunch of new effects. Let's add a little bit of light. Jesus. Okay. So let's make it first I need to make this correct again, and same goes for the module rarities. So let's remove this part. Now what I want to do is make all of them bugged. Yeah, so this makes all of them bugged. So with this I should be able to check if any of these are getting the new buggies. And these are like not that bad of effects, right? They're not kind of ruining you, right? Because if you kind of get a reduction on damage by 50%, I guess that's just straight up worse. Maybe these could just be way more intense, right? Way more, way stronger. I don't think they need to heal them, but maybe they should just, what is happening? Something is wrong. Didn't I save this? In the modules manager, I did add this to the list, right? Yes. Okay. Let's try to do that again. What is the problem? Right. Okay, I see. I need to do this as well. Right. So, and this. So this is a 70. 71, 72, and 73. There we go. That should do it. Okay, let's check it. Let's check it and then wrap it. Okay. So this has a critter damage minus 40. This doesn't have anything. Okay, so critter damage minus 40. Let's see. It deals 7 damage to them. Now let's check it on a bigger enemy. So 7 damage. And this one. It's that easy. You know? It's that easy. Let's comment this back. I'm gonna, check if all of them work as I go. But for now, I'm just gonna be considering them complete. Because there we go. It's already, smaller. I'm gonna consider them complete because it's probably, oh, this thing doesn't work probably though. Wait, let me check that as well. So one last check. I'm gonna basically check if all of them work properly. At some point either way. I'm just gonna assume that they work because they're just bound on the enemy types, and when I'm gonna be checking if all of the enemy types work properly, I'm gonna be able to check them there. Like I'm gonna be able to see if those are correct, because I think somebody reported that something isn't working properly in that regard. Yeah, these are not bugged. Did this save? Oh. No, this is not the thing that I wanted. This is what I wanted to uncomment. Started to rain really nicely. I think I'm gonna have a nice cozy evening. Kind of looking forward to that. It's been a long day. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that doesn't work because it's not using the new thing. So this. Do I get, yeah, I get a name, and I do get localized string. I want to do a plus here. And same for description. And I think that's basically all I need to do. This is the good thing about getting names like that. I can just change it in one location and it's gonna work everywhere. But yeah, I wanna use my updated thing. So let's check it again. And then this could also be kind of, yeah, this one works nicely. Projectile damage against shooters, changed. The nice thing about this is, what I wanted to say. Let's see, this is all nice and proper. And then these take way less damage. Yeah, I might just word this differently. I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this as a positive thing as well, but I could, right? It's like a simple effect to be added. Just make this a positive version of them as well. But like the thing is, you know, let's say changing the damage, like reducing the damage on critters is way worse for, let's say, mortars, because there's a lot of critters, right? So maybe that could be like, that could increase their power more if that happens on a mortar, because like mortars usually hit critters because there's so many of them, right? It's kind of an interesting trade-off. Like same way as bounce on a bullet is good, but bounce on a laser is insane, right? There's a couple of those situations where I would kind of want to balance that additionally, right? But yeah, this is good, right? This is more effects now, more negative effects, so you can get interesting positive effects that are not directly counteracted with the other thing, right? And this is, I think, kind of interesting, right? Making the bullet worse against a specific enemy. So yeah, I think this is pretty good. Let's do a quick push. I'm doing this really badly because, you know, it's just me. So fire optimized at least a bit, and enemy type specific damage reduction effects added, right? So let's commit that and let's push it. There we go. So I can write this in the changelog as well. So we're gonna have new stuff. New module effects added. How do I do like new effect? New effect. So new negative effect. Critter damage minus X. Reduce damage against critters by X%. New negative effect, critter damage minus X. There you go. This is, I guess, a new stuff, right? There you go. There's a lot of really cool things already, and hopefully I can get through this list this week and make a new build before I have a baby, because then I'm probably going to be out for a little bit, right? For a couple of weeks. I'm going to still do some work here and there, but, you know, a lot less. But yeah, that's it for now. I think this has been a really good work session, a much better one than I kind of initially thought about. And I'm really happy I made these new effects as well, because I was kind of feeling to just, you know, stop it at that point. And now I've gotten another work of really good work in, another hour of really good work in. So yeah, happy about that. And yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. As always, wishlisting the game would be really helpful. You can do it. You can find the link for it in the description, top link. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more. Always really helpful as well. And yeah, otherwise I would wish you a good rest of the day. Good luck with your projects, and hope to see you again. Cheers.